a delivery man, Mr. McFeely? Oh, damn. Looks like your ass ain't gonna be delivering no more mail.
Your back is broke, your limbs are twisted. You look like you just got double-fisted.
And little orphan Stevie, we got you a pair of track shoes to remind you of how quick your daddy ran out of your life.
Always be my niggas. You'll always be my niggas.
Niggers?
We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more.
This episode opens up and we're viewed with a court hearing for Mr. Rogers, and he's supposed to be pleading his case to continue to get funding for his show. But if you ask me, I think he was just giving them ammo to lock his weird ass up.
It's you I like, because your back is hairy like a bear. It's you I like, not your fat booty bottom that barely fits the chair. Not your man boobs or your obviously fake hair. I make no judgments about how ugly you are.
You would think everybody in there would have been like, this man weird. Should we be giving him money to run a kid show? But nope, because Mr. Rogers sweet talks the judge into giving him funding for the show.
Wait, Senator, I haven't even gotten to your flaccid little ding-dong and your elephantitis of the nuts. Or would you rather just give me my hush money now?
After they get the money for the kid show, Mr. Rogers' team take the money and pretty much say fuck them kids and instead spends the money on drugs, alcohol, and women.
Because what, guys? This 20 million didn't last long at all. And this is the cheapest luxury submarine they had. Can't say the same for the hose, though. Quality hose are expensive. Hey, what are we gonna tell that guy, Mr. Rogers?
Oh, I know. Fuck him, that's what.
Okay, so now we see Bullhorn struggling to set up an antenna so the kids at the orphanage can watch TV.
Listen, you don't know how to fix nothing.
Bitch, I'm adjusting these rabbit ears as best as I'm able. But I don't know why the fuck we don't just break down and get some goddamn cake.
After he finally sets it up, Black Dynamite calls the crew in and tells them about the plans to celebrate the kid's birthday. And since they don't know everybody's birthday, they decide to celebrate them all on the same day.
We never celebrate their birthdays anyway, mostly because there's 30 of them and I can't remember all those goddamn dates. Besides, we don't know when half their birthdays are anyway.
The problem is they have trouble deciding on what exactly it is that they want to do.
So we gotta get this orphanage ready for a surprise birthday party that these orphans will be surprised by.
And how the hell we gonna do that? You see how nosy these little motherfuckers are.
Ooh, I know. We take the kids to see the Mr. Rogers show. They seem to love that learning shit.
Fine.
After they all agree on taking the kids to a taping of Mr. Rogers' show, we cut to Mr. Rogers filming the episode, and his vocabulary is a little, urban, I should say.
You'll always be my niggas. You'll always be my niggas.
Now what kind of show is this? And how they let him get a nigga pass?
I even hate when you say the word nigga, but that's just me, I guess.
But I ain't gonna lie, if I was a kid and this came on, I more than likely would have been singing along too.
Nigga, 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 nigga.
Black Dynamite and the crew notice that the kids have all their attention on Mr. Rogers, so they decide that it's a perfect time to sneak out and go get their presents. They go to the toy store, but Dynamite don't like none of that shit.
Ooh, here's a cute Goo Goo baby. I love Goo Goo babies.
We can't get them this baby doll, cause babies come from mamas, and mamas is exactly what we don't want them thinking of.
If we get these orphans, this stretch Armstrong.
I don't want them wrapping stretch arms around each other, cause they'll just think of the hugs they no longer get from the parents they no longer have.
How about this light up Simon Says memory game?
Honeybee, the last thing we want them orphans to do is remember shit, like their parents.
A totally innocent, non-parental reminding Lionel train set.
I don't want orphans putting the train in the tunnel. It's a euphemism, like the train is the dick and it goes in the tunnel.
Well, then what's the tunnel? My asshole?
After Mr. Rogers finished taping his episode, he goes to the back where his money-hungry team starts trying to sell him on these new business opportunities. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Rogers didn't like any of those ideas based on what he did next.
You know, friends, I try to teach my children a lesson about overcoming problems with their imagination. I guess sometimes you just gotta find the thing that's broken and take it out.
Yo, and that's just the beginning. After Mr. Rogers finished them off, he goes back to the taping and goes full cosplay gangster.
Your walk is uphill when the grown-ups are working against you. And all you can do is to kill. Just point your gun up and fire one volley. All you kids hop out of your seats and get on the motherfucking trolley.
You in the hood now, baby.
Dynamite and the crew show up, but are too late. We then cut to Mr. Rogers with all the kids he just abducted, and he decides to sing a little song for them.
Bow, bow, bow.
bitch, I'm busting at him. Bow, 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 bitch, I'm busting at him. They sell you ass and sex, so bitch, I'm busting at him.
I thought it was fun. I like the beat. So.
Man, so we back at the studio with Dynamite, the crew, and the cops, and they find a survivor of Mr. Rogers' attacks, who happened to be the mailman, and he's pretty messed up.
That's what he wants. You don't understand. They're dead men hutting.
Are you trying to tell me that 30 cops against one old TV host is a no-win situation for us?
The mailman does a flashback, and we find out that Mr. Rogers' villain origin story started when he tried to save a kid who ended up getting shot by one of his team members. The death of the kid hurt him so bad that from that day forward, he set out to protect all kids by killing adults who he felt like would harm them. After we get the backstory from Mr. Rogers, the chief sends out some officers in the tunnel where Mr. Rogers escaped with the kids, but it doesn't go too well for them.
What the fuck?
God damn, Mr. Rogers did this too? I ain't never saying please or thank you for the rest of my whole fucking life.
And you would think that they learned their lesson, but nope, because next they send an entire SWAT team in the tunnel and this happens. So Black Dynamite takes matters into his own hands. Now with Black Dynamite face to face with Mr. Rogers, they have a standoff that quickly turns into a kung fu cardigan battle.
Dynamite! Strong and he mid. Black Dynamite don't take no shit. Oh, that homie. He about to do him wrong. Wrap it around his neck. Look at the kids. They're getting concerned. Oh, Lord.
We can't. Black Dynamite always taught us to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking.
That's my boy, Little Orphan Arnold. Now shut the fuck up.
After the fight, Mr. Rogers comes to the realization that he too is an adult, and since his whole objective was to kill adults, then it would make sense to do the same to himself.
Take this sweater and wrap it around my neck and snap my...
Mr. Rogers, no!
But don't worry y'all, because he didn't die, just a little neck injury and the rest of his life in an asylum.
But I'll see you again soon, neighbor. Bye now.
Bow, 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 bitch, I'm busting at him.
This episode ends with Black Dynamite giving the kids the absolute worst birthday present ever.
Your parents were killed in a car crash. So here's the 1966 Coupe de Ville, the same make and model they burned to death in. Your mama was a heroin junkie, so we got your doll with holes in the arms to remind you of why you would never see her again. We got you a pair of track shoes to remind you of how quick your daddy ran out of your life. Now isn't this the best birthday y'all ever had?
Yo, this episode was jokes, man. I ain't know Mr. Rogers was getting like that behind the scenes. And I ain't gonna lie, he had me in the beginning when he killed his team off. I mean, they had it coming. They spent all his money and tried to use his brand to take advantage of kids, so they had to die. I can't even be mad at him about that. But I draw the line when he started killing the innocent adults who ain't have nothing to do with it. And Black Dynamite was a little extra this episode. I mean, he always extra. But from watching the film, I remember that he grew up an orphan, and he really tried his hardest to not hurt the kids' feelings, but in the end, he made everything 100 times worse. Well, that's my recap of Black Dynamite. If you made it to the end, I would really appreciate it if you gave me a like and subscribe, and until next time, peace.